C'est la vie.
They don't like that. Listen to that. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.
What a night we expect it to be. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, 170. And here he is, Bud Terrence Crawford. Here comes.
This bout is scheduled.
So much hype surrounding this big. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Insane action. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
This is a high-octane battle. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The perfect counter lands. You're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest. The uppercut will probably come in handy.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
We wanted action and they are giving us action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round. Here we go for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Not Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. These two fighters are made for one another. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He misses with that straight left. Lucky that hook didn't score. Swing and a miss with the right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Loading up, but you were still landing your power shots.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Both of these fighters have had their... Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here. On to the fourth we go. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Jonathan.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice counter shot. That jab won't score. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
The straight right just misses. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you.
One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
What a build-up, what a journey towards this fight, what a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it, the fighters enjoyed it, I certainly enjoyed it, and what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.